Picture the finish line. 4 years of hard work culminating in this single moment. The cap, the gown, the diploma held high. For generations, this has been the undisputed symbol of success, the golden ticket to a stable and prosperous future. But for a growing number of young people, this picture is incomplete. What it doesn't show is the invisible weight that comes with the diploma. In the United States, the average student now borrows over $30,000 to get that bachelor's degree. Now picture a different scene. No lecture halls, no ivy-covered walls. Instead, a young woman, safety glasses on, confidently welding a clean seam. A young man wiring a smart home, bringing it to life. They didn't just graduate, they started earning from day one, building skills, and accumulating something far more valuable than a mountain of debt, a future. They are part of a quiet but powerful rebellion. A generation looking at the old playbook for success and deciding to write their own. So what if the smartest career move of the decade isn't getting a degree, but skipping it entirely? If you're questioning the path you've been told to follow, stick around. We're about to break down the data behind this seismic shift. One, the college debt crisis, a generation's breaking point. To understand why so many Gen Zers are trading lecture halls for workshops, we have to follow the money. The promise of higher education has always been a simple contract. Invest in a degree, and it will pay dividends for the rest of your life. But for millions, that contract is now broken. The problem isn't just that college is expensive, it's that its cost has become fundamentally detached from economic reality. For decades, college tuition inflation has consistently outpaced general inflation, sometimes by a staggering margin. While the cost of goods and services has fluctuated around 3 to 4% in recent years, college tuition inflation has averaged closer to 8% annually. This isn't a small leak, it's a gaping hole in the financial boat of an entire generation. This hyperinflation has created a crisis that is no longer a distant threat, but a present-day reality for young people across the Western world. In the United States, the average federal student loan debt per borrower now stands at a staggering $39,075. In Canada, the average student graduates with around $29,000 in debt. Across the Atlantic in England, new graduates are entering the workforce with an average debt of $45,600. And in Australia, the average student debt is over $27,000. A figure that grows each year not through traditional interest, but through an indexation rate tied to inflation, adding hundreds or even thousands to the balance annually. This isn't just a series of abstract statistics, it's a source of profound and pervasive anxiety. Gen Z has had a front row seat to the struggles of millennials, watching them delay homeownership, marriage, and retirement under the crushing weight of student loans. This observation has fundamentally changed their risk calculus. Where previous generations saw debt as a necessary investment, a significant portion of Gen Z sees it as an unacceptable gamble. A 2025 Deloitte survey revealed that 48% of Gen Z feel financially insecure, a sharp increase from just a year prior. The same survey found that nearly a third of Gen Z decided not to pursue higher education, with cost being a primary factor. For this generation, educational expenses are not a stepping stone to success, they are a direct cause of financial stress. The decision to forgo a traditional degree, therefore, is rarely born from a lack of ambition. It's an act of financial self-preservation. It's a strategic choice to sidestep a system that promises opportunity, but often delivers a decade or more of financial hardship that actively harms mental well-being. This generation is asking a tough, pragmatic question. Why start the race of life 20 yards behind the starting line, carrying a backpack filled with debt, when another path allows you to start earning from the moment the starting gun fires? Their answer is reshaping the future of work. 2. Redefining success, the case for blue-collar careers. For decades, society has held a deeply ingrained bias, a silent assumption that a white-collar career earned through a university degree is inherently more valuable, more prestigious, and more intelligent than a blue-collar career learned with your hands. But Gen Z is systematically dismantling that myth, not with rhetoric, but with results. They are proving that success is not defined by the color of your collar, but by the financial freedom and personal fulfillment your career provides. Let's make this tangible. Imagine two high school graduates, Alex and Ben. Alex follows the traditional path, enrolling in a 4-year university. Ben enrolls in a local trade school to become an electrician. 4 years later, Alex graduates with a diploma and nearly $40,000 in student debt. Like over half of Gen Z, Alex feels the pressure of living paycheck to paycheck with a significant portion of their income going toward loan repayment. Meanwhile, Ben has spent those 4 years in a paid apprenticeship. Instead of accumulating debt, he was earning a wage, learning on the job, and building a career. By the time Alex is just starting their job search, Ben is a licensed, debt-free electrician entering a field with explosive demand. This isn't a hypothetical. It's the reality for a growing number of young people. The demand for skilled trades is so high that wages are surging. In the United States, a qualified electrician can now average over $40 an hour, with demand supercharged by the growth of AI data centers and nationwide electrification projects. In the UK, an experienced electrician earns between Ps $30,000 and Ps $45,000 annually. In Australia, the average plumber pulls in over $81,000 a year. And in Germany, a skilled welder can earn over EUR 38,000 annually. These are not just jobs, they are stable, lucrative, and in-demand careers that offer a clear path to a middle-class life and beyond, often without a single dollar of student debt. But the benefits go far beyond the bank account. This shift is also a response to a crisis of meaning and well-being in the modern workplace. While many office jobs can feel abstract with success measured in spreadsheets and emails, the trades offer something profoundly tangible. There is a deep psychological satisfaction that comes from building something real, from seeing a house you wired light up for the first time, to fixing a complex machine and watching it run perfectly. Research shows that this kind of hands-on, physically engaging work can significantly reduce stress and improve overall cognitive health, providing a natural antidote to the burnout so common in sedentary screen-based roles. It fosters a sense of mastery and autonomy that is often missing from the rigid hierarchies of corporate life. Gen Z, a generation that prioritizes mental health and purposeful work above all else, is recognizing that a fulfilling career doesn't have to come with a corner office. Sometimes it comes with a tool belt. They are not just choosing a different job, they are choosing a different definition of a successful life. 3. The Pioneer's Advantage, a blueprint for the future. The Gen Zers turning to blue-collar careers are not simply opting out of the old system. They are opting into a new one where they have a distinct and powerful advantage. They are economic pioneers, identifying a massive inefficiency in the labor market and strategically positioning themselves to capitalize on it. For decades, society pushed its brightest minds toward universities, creating a glut of graduates in some fields and a severe famine of skilled labor in others. This imbalance has created a golden opportunity for those willing to go against the grain. The core of this advantage lies in the simple economic principle of supply and demand. Right now, the demand for skilled trades is astronomical, while the supply of workers is critically low. In the United States, the construction industry needs to attract an estimated 439,000 new workers in 2025 just to keep pace with demand. In Canada, a silver tsunami is washing over the trades, with 700,000 skilled workers expected to retire by 2028, taking decades of expertise with them. Australia is facing what it calls acute and persistent shortages in trades like bricklaying and carpentry. This isn't a temporary blip, it's a structural crisis. And for a young person entering the workforce, that crisis is an opportunity. It means job security, competitive wages, and negotiating power. Leverage that is almost non-existent for entry-level graduates in many oversaturated white-collar fields. So how does one seize this pioneer's advantage? The pathways are clearer and more accessible than ever. In North America, government-backed portals like apprenticeship.gov in the US connect aspiring workers with paid, on-the-job training programs where the average starting salary after completion is a remarkable $80,000. Vocational programs at community colleges and dedicated trade schools offer focused, low-cost credentials that lead directly to employment. In the United Kingdom, the government's Find an Apprenticeship service is a centralized hub for opportunities across the country. And in Australia, the National Vocational Education and Training, or VET system, including TAFE institutes, provides nationally recognized industry-designed qualifications that are a direct pipeline into the workforce. This isn't just a short-term trend, it's the beginning of a long-term rebalancing of our economy and our values. As more of these success stories emerge, the outdated stigma against the trades will continue to erode. This will force a necessary evolution in our education system, pressuring high-cost universities that can't demonstrate a clear return on investment to adapt or become irrelevant. The pioneers of the tool belt generation are making a powerful statement. Success is no longer defined by a degree, but by a skill. It's about possessing tangible expertise that the world needs and is willing to pay for. In an age of economic uncertainty, that is the ultimate future-proof career. Conclusion. The world of work is changing faster than ever. The old rules, the ones that promised a linear path from diploma to lifelong career, no longer apply. The shift away from four-year degrees and towards skilled trades isn't a sign of educational failure. It's a sign of a generation making a clear-eyed, strategic rebellion against a system that no longer serves their financial reality or their personal values. They are redefining success on their own terms, building it with their own hands, free from debt and full of purpose. The new playbook isn't about following a prescribed path, it's about finding the one that offers you the most valuable assets, a tangible skill, financial autonomy, and a fulfilling life. What do you think? Is a college degree still the only path to success? Or are the trades the smartest move for the future? Let us know in the comments below. For more deep dives that help you build a future-proof career, make sure you subscribe to GenShift and hit that notification bell.